Hi, my name is Jill Heron, and this is my spiritual integration video blog. I have read the Daniel 2020 text in its entirety. When beginning my education to become a counselor, self-reflection is so important. I must spend time going over what I really believe and what makes up my values. Before I'm going to be able to help a client with whatever issue they have come to me for help in, I must understand who I am and what I believe. To do this, I have things I need to do. I must understand my own beliefs, feelings, emotions, and values to work on not allowing them to affect my counseling. If I don't have a clear understanding of what those things are in my life, then I will not be able to help my clients without my beliefs and values intentionally or unintentionally hurting my client. The ACA Code of Ethics has a list of core values and principles that we must practice in the counseling profession to be effective counselors. These core values are autonomy, non-maleficence, beneficence, justice, fidelity, and veracity. I am going to look at two of these values. The first is one of these values that my own personal values and beliefs line up with. The second one will be one that my beliefs and values are in conflict with right now. The first one that I am in harmony with and agree with is non-maleficence. Non-maleficence is defined by Daniel 2020 as the directive to do no harm to those who put their trust in our abilities. I am to always act and counsel with my client's best interests in mind. This could come into play when I am counseling someone who cannot decide what is the best course of action for them to take in a particular situation. I am supposed to use all the power that I am given in the counseling relationship for the good of my client. I am supposed to, as they say, follow the golden rule to do unto others as they would have them do unto me. I need to see their needs as much more important than my own power or desires. When I look at God, I see a God who has all the power in the world, but he does not use that against me. He uses it for my benefit and to help me. He will do everything in his power to help me. I must take that same approach with my clients. The second core value that I am going to look at is autonomy. This is the value that I have some conflict with that I need to resolve. Daniel 2020 defines autonomy to mean clients have the right to decide their own fate about all aspects of life, whether I as a counselor approve or disapprove of that decision. Well, now that is a hard one for me. There are going to be situations that I disagree with my client on the decision that they are going to make. And I'm going to have to allow them to make that decision. In doing this, I am giving them the power and confidence to be able to live their life in an autonomous way. When God created man, he gave him free will, even though that meant that Adam and Eve had a right to make their own decisions and they could rebel. The Bible, 2017, gives a clear example of this in the parable of the prodigal son. The father knew that the son's decision to get his inheritance early was the wrong decision, but he still let him make it anyway. When I give my clients the tools and choice to make their own decisions, there is a chance that they will not make a decision that I would agree with. There are going to be times that I do not personally like the decision they make. For example, A lady may come to me with the thought of having an abortion, and I would not agree with that as a good choice, but she may make that decision. A married client may come to me about leaving their spouse for someone else with whom they are having an affair. Another client may come to get advice on dropping out of college and living in their parents' basement, and I may disagree with their decision. In each of these cases, I must respect them and empower them to have the confidence to make the decisions on their own. If I'm going to be an effective counselor, I need to work through any struggles or conflicts that I may have with these core values so that I will not harm or adversely affect my clients. I will have to be carefully studying each value and note what specific areas I need to improve in to be able to counsel effectively.